check out the front side bus on that one. Hi, I'm Andy Makin. I'm taking part in the Thermaltake 2020 Case Mod Challenge. I'm here to tell you a little bit about myself, the parts that we'll be using, what I'm doing on my particular case mod, and if you stick around, I'll tell you how you can win a fantastic prize of an AMD Ryzen 5 3600. Stick around, you don't want to miss out on that. As I said, I'm Andy Makin. I'm 37 and live in Halesowen. I've been modding computers for a little while now, but never done a full case mod. I've mainly done it for performance reasons. It started many years ago when I was running an SLI system and used to get overheating of the graphics card, so I drilled some holes in the front of my case to get some more airflow in there. From there, I've modified a closed loop cooler to include a Northbridge water block that came on my ASUS motherboard, and that allowed me to push the overclocks on my CPU further without burning it out. After that, I got into full custom water cooling, including the CPU and GPU. And my personal rig has gone through 3 or 4 iterations, doing little mods to either the parts themselves or the case to get them to fit properly, or just for the odd aesthetic purpose. Also doing stuff like BIOS modding on the graphics cards. I managed to get the 3rd highest score on TimeSpy for 7700K and 970, so I was pretty chuffed with that. So thanks very much to Thermaltake for letting me take part in this competition. Let's go have a look at the parts that we'll be using. First off, the centrepiece for the competition, the gorgeous Thermaltake View 51 Tempered Glass Snow ARGB edition. This stunning case comes with 3 4mm tempered glass panels, including a hinged door for the left panel for easy access to your components. It also comes pre-installed with 2 white 200mm 5V ARGB fans at the front and 1 white 120mm 5V ARGB fan at the rear. These feature 9 addressable LEDs for 16.8 million colour illumination and hydraulic bearings for silent running. They can be controlled either from the RGB button built into the front I/O or from your motherboard software. On the right side of the case, we find sophisticated space design, providing a neat area for the power supply, cable management and hard drives. The View 51 was specifically designed with dual GPU placement options. With its patented rotational PCIe 8 slot, it has support for horizontal and vertical graphics cards layouts. The Thermaltake Premium PCI 3 extender is an extreme high-speed cable with a highly routable design and EMI shielding for the most demanding of systems. One of the most interesting features about the case, and important for this competition, is its dismantleable modular design. You can strip it to the bare bones and install parts as and when you need them, allowing you to build sections outside of the case and make the whole process a dream. Up next, we have the Thermaltake Tough Power GF1 850W power supply. This 80 plus gold rated PSU is fully modular to reduce clutter, and with a 140mm hydraulic bearing fan with anti-vibration mounting and intelligent RPM control, it has near silent running. Paired with the Thermaltake TT Mod sleeved cable management kit, you can build a great looking and clean build. For memory, we're using 32GB of Thermaltake Tough RAM RGB, featuring a 10-layer PCB construction for enhanced stability and overclocking, 10 super bright LEDs with 16.8 million colours for stunning RGB illumination, and a lifetime warranty. For storage, we have 2 drives from Seagate. First up is the 500GB FireCuda M.2 NVMe drive. This has next-gen 3D TLC NAND memory, and with 4 Gen 4 PCIe lanes, gets blistering sequential read speeds up to 5,000 megabytes per second, and sequential writes of up to 4,400 megabytes per second. Designed specifically with professional level gamers in mind, You get industry-leading speeds and the lowest latency for superior gaming. For bulk storage and backup, we have the 14TB Iron Wolf Pro. Built for multi-user environments and high workload rates, these NAS hard drives are enhanced with agile array technology for optimal reliability and system scalability. The backbone of this system will be the ASUS ROG Strix X570F motherboard. I've used many ASUS motherboards in the past, including in my current system, and they've always been great to work with. The Strix X570F continues in that trend. It has 14 power stages and Digi Plus VRM, ensuring smooth and clean power delivery, great for getting stable overclocks. These have large heat sinks with an 8mm heat pipe for more efficient cooling and better performance. Along with the M.2 heat sinks, an active chipset cooler and 7 PWM fan headers, you can keep your system nice and cool, controlling all through either the Fan Expert 4 software or the UEFI BIOS. Probably my favourite feature is the integrated I.O. shield. I once ran a computer for 3 years without one because I'd done a full custom water loop and forgot to put one in and didn't want to take it apart again. So there's no forgetting this time. Into this we'll be putting the AMD Ryzen 7 3700X, which balances efficiency and speed. This 8-core 16-thread CPU boasts a 4.4 GHz boost clock with only a 65-watt TDP. This is in thanks to a combination of refinements in the Zen architecture and TSMC's 7nm FinFET process. The last AMD processor I had was an Athlon XP 2600 Plus, so I'm going to have a lot of fun playing with this. For graphics, we have an ASUS Radeon RX 5700. Again, this is made on TSMC's 7nm FinFET process and features AMD's RDNA architecture. With 2,304 stream processors with a 1,725 MHz boost clock and 8 GB of GDDR6 at 14 gigabits per second, this is a great card for 1440p or 1080p at high refresh rates. With all this powerful hardware, we're going to have to try and find a way to keep it cool, and that's where this lot comes in. First off, for the GPU, we have the Thermaltake Pacific VRX 5700 water block. This will really help bring the GPU temps down and help keep the boost clocks higher for longer. I might even have a play with the power tables and really push the GPU. For the bulk of the loop, we have the fantastic Thermaltake Pacific C360 DDC hardline water cooling kit. It comes with all the components that you need to make a basic CPU loop and a little bit extra, so we'll be able to use that to plumb that GPU block in. We have a W4 ARGB CPU water block, a DDC pump res combo, a Pacific C360 slim copper radiator, 6 fittings and 2 90-degree adapters. The 2 90-degree adapters is a really nice addition, so you can get a good flow to your loop. Then we have 3 ARGB fans, a bottle of coolant, a fill bottle, a 24-pin PSU bridge which you'll need for filling your loop. This kit uses 16mm ounce diameter tubing, and in the kit you get 8 lengths of 500mm. So that's plenty to do both a CPU and a GPU loop, and probably a little bit left over in case there's any mistakes, which I imagine there probably will be. The kit also comes with a silicone cord. This is used in the tube while bending to prevent any deformation. So as you can see, it really is a comprehensive kit and great for first time water coolers. It means you can just get this kit and you've got absolutely everything that you'll need and you're not going to have forgotten anything at all. To aid in the tube bending, we've also been given a Thermaltake Pacific hard tube bending kit. Now this kit comprises of a tube cutter, a deburring tool and 3 laser marked bending mandrels to get tight clean bends. These are solid anodised aluminium for maximum durability and were specifically designed for this diameter of tubing. This will actually be my first hard tubing build, so these will come in very handy. So a huge thank you to the sponsors of the competition: Thermaltake UK, Scan Computers UK, AMD, ASUS and Seagate. Make sure you go to their social media pages on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter and give them a follow. Next up, I'll be telling you a little bit about what I'm going to be doing to this case in the competition. My mod will be called Project I.S.A.C and will be based on Tom Clancy's The Division 2, a game by Ubisoft Massive. Now, The Division 2 is set 8 months after the first game, where there's been a global catastrophe. I.S.A.C stands for Intelligent System Analytics Computer. What I'll be doing is essentially turning the case into a mobile lab, but being 8 months after a global catastrophe, as you can imagine, it's going to be absolutely battered. It's really such a shame to do this to such a beautiful computer, but it's going to be scratched and scraped and scarred. There's going to be holes on it, there's going to be bits broken. It's really going to look like it's been through absolute hell. Inside, however, it's going to have a real industrial look about it. The front compartment I'm going to try and get nice and clean, like a lab, lots of metal finishes, and in the back is going to be a bit more like the basement kind of feel, a little bit more dirty, a little bit more rusty. There's going to be some broken bits in there, some botch fixes and stuff like that. I'll be posting updates for the mod onto the Thermaltake forums, bittech.net, builds.gg and oc3d.net. Make sure you go to the Thermaltake UK Facebook and Instagram page for any updates that get sent out, and also for the competition that I told you about earlier. One of you could be in with a chance of winning a fantastic prize of an AMD Ryzen 5 3600. Make sure you go to Thermaltake's pages and give them a follow, like and share this post, and then comment below with the hashtag TTUK2020 Case Mod Challenge. And there's a link below with the details. The winners will be announced on the 5th of April, so make sure you follow in Thermaltake to see the announcement. Good luck to all my fellow competitors, and I'll see you all soon.